Today we're looking at something you've probably thought a lot about, but maybe not quite like this.
Yeah, we're stripping away the white dresses and the cake to look at a stack of 15 unusual global wedding traditions.
Right. And my biggest takeaway right off the bat was that these rituals, they aren't just quirky. It's like historically, marriage was not treated as a
As a happy ending.
exactly. It was treated as a high-stakes survival test.
Yes. When you look at the research, these rituals were about proofing the couple against failure. It's essentially stress testing the union.
And that concept of stress testing is incredibly literal with the Taidong tradition in Indonesia and Malaysia.
Right, the bathroom ban.
Yes, the bathroom ban. The couple cannot use the toilet or leave the house for 3 full days.
And the deeper detail in the source material is the surveillance.
Oh, right.
It's not just a personal challenge. The community actively guards them.
Right.
And they are given minimal food and water. The belief is that breaking the seal brings literal disaster, like infidelity or the death of future children.
It demands extreme discipline. It actually reminds me of the German tradition, Baumstammsägen.
The log sawing, less physically grueling, but the exact same metaphorical purpose.
Right, you have the bride and groom sawing a massive log in half in front of everyone.
And anyone who's used a two-person crosscut saw knows you can't just muscle through it. If one pushes, well, the other...
That saw jams.
Right, the saw completely jams.
So it's a public competency test.
Mhm.
Can you two actually communicate non-verbally?
Yes. Now, South Korea takes that competency test and makes it physically painful for the groom.
The beating of the feet.
This one blends hazing with character building. Before the groom can leave with his wife, the groomsmen bind his ankles and beat his soles with a stick.
Or a dried fish.
A dried corvina fish.
Why a fish? Is there symbolic reason, or was it just available?
There is. In East Asian cultures, fish symbolize vitality. It's painful, yes, but it's a ritual transfer of strength. The friends are saying, we are toughening you up to lead a household.
So physical endurance is a big theme. But the sources also highlight a huge category of basically playful extortion.
Making the groom buy the bride back.
Right, the community doesn't just give her away.
Like in Romania, where the kidnapping of the bride is this massive role play, friends take her and the groom negotiates a ransom.
Usually champagne or a public declaration of love. And in India, with Chupai, it's the sister stealing the groom's shoes during the ceremony.
And he has to bribe them with cash to get them back before the ceremony ends. It forces him to negotiate with his new in-laws immediately.
It completely breaks the ice.
It establishes a dynamic of we are family now and we can haggle. Very similar to the Cuban tradition of pinning money to the bride's dress.
Which might look transactional to you if you're an outsider.
Right, but it's actually the community crowdfunding the couple's start in life. It emphasizes that a marriage is supported by the village.
Speaking of things that look different to an outsider, let's talk about expressions of love that might read as disrespect.
The Maasai tradition in Kenya creates the biggest culture shock in the reading.
The father spitting on the bride.
Yes, in many Western contexts, spitting is an insult. But for the Maasai, water is scarce.
It's precious.
Exactly. Spitting is gifting moisture, gifting life. When the father spits on the bride's head and chest, he is conferring a blessing.
He's actively trying not to jinx the marriage by being overly praiseful.
Which is a common superstition.
You see a similar reframing requirement for the Tujia people in China, the Zuotang ritual.
The crying ritual.
The bride cries for an hour a day for a month. It sounds like misery, but the research describes it more like a performance.
It's a crying song dating back to the Warring States period. 10 days in, the mother joins, then the grandmother. They cry in different tones.
So it's not about current sadness.
No, it's a performative expression of filial piety, the historic sorrow of leaving a birth family. If she doesn't do it well, the community actually judges her poorly.
It proves she understands the gravity of the transition. Finally, we have to mention the sheer resource cost in some traditions, like in Fiji. A ring doesn't cut it. You need a sperm whale's tooth.
The tabua, the ultimate status symbol. Whale teeth are rare. Presenting one to the father-in-law is the highest sign of respect.
It creates a binding social contract that gold or diamonds just don't carry there. Ultimately, whether it's holding your bladder or finding a whale tooth, the common thread is that marriage isn't assumed to be easy.
That is the key insight. These rituals demand proof of patience and resilience before the community grants its approval. They ensure the couple has skin in the game.
Which leaves us with a thought to end on for you. In our modern desire to make weddings perfect and stress-free, have we lost the value of the ordeal? Does a little bit of shared suffering actually make for a stronger marriage?
It's certainly something to think about.
That's it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.